Welcome into a brand new episode of WSI TV. Enjoy the show.
Welcome back for another brand new episode of WSI TV. I'm Jordan Bishop and this is Mary Kate Mulligan.
Hi guys, welcome on back. So as always, please remember to head on over to the WSI Vault. It is at WSITV.com. You can get the free daily newsletters as well as all of the free information we post on there.
Right, and of course you get instant access to that.
Yes.
But for right now, we want to switch gears and we want to talk about how the tariffs put cash in your pocket. There's been a lot of negative talks about the tariffs lately, but regardless of the outcome, of the ultimate outcome, we know the U.S. put tariffs on Asian tech, on Chinese tech,
right.
And then China struck back at us with their own tariffs. It's not necessarily a bad thing for you, because tariffs make the dollar stronger.
Exactly.
Protectionism drives the dollar strength. If we're trying to keep companies and products built in the U.S., that's of course going to make the dollar go up. And in fact, Mary Kate, this has actually jumped quite a bit, the dollar, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone up 6% just in the past 2 months. So that can tell us a lot about, how the general population is feeling, how the market is doing, and the dollar really tells us a great deal of information.
That's exactly right. And currencies don't move like stocks move.
Right.
I know you guys are looking at 6% in the past 2 months. It's not massive, but that is actually a big move for a currency. And of course, there's ways you can exploit those gains and put them in your pocket, as we're going to get to. But one thing I need to cover here is there's a few things that happens when the dollar goes up. It's not just this one, currency moving up. It's actually the world's strongest currency, I would say, because it has so many different things reacting to its movement. Now, again, that 6% move is actually massive for a currency in 2 months. The market usually only moves that in a year, so just take that for comparison. But basically, Mary Kate, let's talk about what happens when the dollar goes up, as it's doing right now.
All right, so when the dollar goes up, gold goes down. If you guys will recall, Jordan and I have actually talked about this before, looking at that relationship between the US dollar and gold. So this should sound a little bit familiar. So in addition to gold, when the dollar goes up, stocks also go down, which makes sense because if you think about it, the dollar becomes stronger because it means people are holding cash. How do we get that cash? Well, it's people taking out their investments, withdrawing, it's liquidity. So as you can see, the US dollar is an indication of liquidity. So the stronger the dollar is, it means the more people who are holding the US dollar holding in cash instead of in bonds, stocks, whatever it may be.
That's exactly right. And it's just interesting to look at that first point, the dollar going up, gold going down. Of course, when we're on the gold standard, they moved side by side up until Nixon in the 70s. And once we broke free of that, it was sort of this rogue relationship between the two. But right now, how it works is the dollar goes up, the value of gold goes down. You can track gold by plugging GLD into stockcharts.com to see a chart there. And the point Mary Kate made is stocks go down when the dollar goes up. This is a simple equation here. So what you're actually doing when you're selling a stock, you're not just getting rid of something, you're acquiring something. And what you're acquiring there is currency. You're acquiring dollars. It's as if you're buying dollars with the shares of stock you have.
Exactly.
If that makes it easier to consider why this relationship works the way it does. So a very interesting point there. But how does this all put cash in your pocket? Well, you can look at this one ticker, this one ETF, the Invesco DB US Dollar Fund, and that ticker is UUP. I know we've been watching that chart quite closely lately, and it's risen quite a bit, as we're going to soon get to. But you can plug UUP into stock charts. If you buy UUP as the stock market goes down and the dollar goes up, you're in for some serious gains here.
Exactly. Yeah, and so then also you profit by crash protection. So you guys have probably heard Jordan and I talk about this this before, but it is always good to have some money, some of your, capital in cash. You need something that is liquid. So when the stock market is plummeting or we have these tariffs that come up, the dollar and investing in the dollar really serves as crash protection, because then you're not as affected by those things and you can, in fact, even profit from them.
That's exactly right. During the 2008 crash, in the dark depths of it, July 2008 to November 2008, the dollar jumped, UUP jumped 20%. Now, you have to look at it like this. It's as if people were buying shares of the dollar because they were trying to get out of everything possible. And it's not just stocks, it's real estate too. It's bonds, it's precious metals. Anything that's being liquidated will push the dollar up because there's more demand for that dollar. If me and Mary Kay owned shares, of one company, we both tried to get out at the same time, and there was buyers coming in and there was a strong demand for those shares, then the shares we owned would be more valuable because there's more people looking to buy them. So if you look at it like that, there's more people looking to buy the dollar as their stocks and assets are going down. So it's great crash protection. It's a great way to profit off these tariffs. It's all you need to know. UUP, those three little letters, that ticker right there, it's all you need to know to make these tariffs spin in your favor.
Exactly. So now that we have told you exactly how you make the tariffs push cash into your pocket, we are going to get to verses.
Yep.
So for our last verses round, I did win by a pretty significant percent. So Jordan will now have to spin the wheel of misfortune.
Right. Let's see what punishment I have to do in the next episode. Let's take a look. Mary Kay, I'll let you announce it.
Right. All right, sippy cup. So that means that on the next episode, Jordan will have to drink whatever beverage he has chosen out of a sippy cup for the entire episode. So it looks pretty funny.
Right, and I'm torn between whether I should drink a beer or whiskey out the sippy cup. Maybe post some comments on this video and let me know what you'd like to see. Whiskey would probably be the easier choice because of how thin the liquid is. But let's move on to the new versus round here. Of course, we go head to head, one stock each over the next 2 weeks. The highest gain wins, and the loser has to do a silly punishment, just like the sippy cup that I'm going to have to do next week. So Mary Kay, if you want to jump in with your pick for us.
All right, so my pick for this round of verses is American Eagle Outfitters. The ticker is AEO. It is currently sitting at $24. This is a stock I've been following for a while, so I have some personal investment in it. So I'm definitely hoping I win again.
Right, and I'm calling in the big guns here. I've actually stolen a pick from our other staff writer, Tyler Dressel, our other market analyst, and I'm using APHB. It's a perfect little penny stock, $1.21 right now, and I believe it will beat your pick, but I always do, and you beat me last round, so we'll see what happens. We'll touch back on that 2 weeks from now. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching the latest episode of WSI TV. Be sure to visit WSITV.com where you can subscribe for free with no contract and gain instant access to the secrets of self-made millionaires via the WSI TV Vault. So go ahead and claim this gift for free now at WSITV.com.